What's going on, lads and lasses? Welcome back to 100% Mags. So, of course, this is our second public pre-season game, of course, and it is the first of our Japan tour as Newcastle take on URAWA Red Diamonds in Japan, of course. This is going to be an interesting game because we have not played these before. We have never come up against this side before, so they, of course, will be playing against us for the very first time. We're coming off the back of a win against Hull at their ground, of course, before heading away on the Japan tour. We won 2-0 in that pre-season game against Hull. We now move into the second public pre-season game as we take on URAWA Red Diamonds tomorrow in a 11:30 kickoff. It's going to be an interesting game. Hopefully, we can continue on our fine pre-season form as we've already won 2 games so far in pre-season. The Burnley game has still yet to be announced, and I don't think it'll ever be announced really what the result was in that Burnley game. A lot of people had their opinions on the result of that game behind closed doors that were played against Burnley, but as of the ones that we know, we've won 2 so far in pre-season. One against, of course, the German third league side at the Adidas training ground, and then one against Hull. Now we move on to take on URAWA Red Diamonds in the first of the Japanese games on this tour of Japan. The lads have been doing a lot of training videos. There's been a lot of footage coming out from Newcastle United themselves, from other Newcastle United YouTubers as well, who are over in Japan. Unfortunately, I don't have the funds to be able to do that sort of thing. Maybe some time down the line, if we can get this channel to a crazy height, then maybe, we will be able to do stuff like that. Who knows? But that's a long way down the line, before we can start even thinking about doing anything like that. We need a lot more support shown towards the channel, of course. But it's going to be an interesting one. See how we play, against these. It's going to be an interesting game. We do also play against Yokohama Mariners as well, which again is another side from the J League 1, of course. Both sides are 10th and 11th respectively. Of course, URAWA Red Diamonds in 10th place. They finished last season, and Yokohama Mariners, of course, in at 11th in the league. To be honest, it's pre-season, but we do want to get that confidence. We do want to, build the confidence to go into the season with, and we've got a fantastic 5-game start as well when we do start the Premier League season. So the more confidence, the better. Let's build this moral up. Let's get the players going. Let's get them firing on all cylinders before we kick off our first game of the season against Southampton, and then we'll see, where we'll lie. But there's been loads of talk on transfers as well. There's been talk going around that Newcastle United supposedly, according to some reports from a Turkish journalist, saying that Newcastle have talked with Real Madrid over an 80 million signing of course, Arda Güler, somebody that Newcastle United were linked with before he went to Real Madrid, and it was only his father, Arda Güler's father, of course, which stopped the deal from being able to be done because he was asking for a massive signing on fee. And whoever it was, the powers that be, who made that decision, decided that that was never going to happen. Newcastle United were never going to give Arda Güler's father a crazy signing on deal, and of course he went to Real Madrid. But now we're, according to reports from a Turkish journalist who has a lot of followers, mind you, he's saying that Newcastle United are in talks with Real Madrid for an 80 million deal to see Arda Güler join Newcastle United. And of course there's other news as well of a few other players being linked with it as well. It could just be all the smoke screen. We've seen it in the past, we've seen the Nico Barella one being used as a smoke screen for Sandro Tonali then to join Newcastle United. So it could just be all a smoke screen. We'll have to wait and see. Only time will tell. But this has been your preview for the game. Going into the game against URAWA Red Diamonds tomorrow, 11:30 kickoff. Can't wait to see how we approach this game. Like I say, we haven't played these before, and we haven't been to Japan since Kevin Keegan was playing for Newcastle United. So it's been a while since Newcastle have been over in the land of the rising sun. But we'll see how it goes, see how this game plays out. But till next time, remember hit that like, share, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all for the next one. Oh, well, lads.